Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play series featuring the Mindcrack mod pack and Feed the Beast. I am the Eccentrician, and as you can see here, I have a couple workers here. So yeah, I've got me a couple of golems here, a straw and a wooden golem, just for automation of my my sugarcane farm here. And at least looking here, this wooden golem is not quite having the range that the straw golem is. So yeah, I may have to go ahead and make me another one. Oh well, no worries. Now coming on over here to my tree farm, you'll notice that this looks a little bit different than when I left you off with, and this is lagging me terribly. I think these guys need to take a break. Okay, hey little guys, go ahead and take a break. You're good. I need to explain. Okay. Cool. Now, okay. That should at least help a little bit. So, my farms here, they are working, at least to some extent. They are a tad slow though, and these things are manual, which is somewhat a problem here. So yeah, we got 2 more golem workers tending to this here wheat farm, which is really nice, and that is about the limit in which both of these golems are able to see and pick things up. Good stuff there. So that's actually a really simple wheat farm there, just an ender chest and the 2 golem workers, and they're going at it, which is awesome. Very good. So my tree farm, they are manual, but I'll get to that a little bit later. So my bees here, this I added between this episode and last. So yeah, I just got 4 apiaries piped up to a hopper system with a what is that thing? That's a centrifuge. Yes, and a little bit of wiring and all of that. There's also a bat box down there with a single generator, and yep, that's basically the same thing that I've been running my quarries with, just with one of those. And that's actually turning out quite nicely for this particular setup, because these electrical engines aren't on all the time, and does not tax the influx of blaze rods very well. Now I have run into a bit of a problem here, in that if we look in here, we see pollen. Pollen is not going through the centrifuge at all, so I need to have an alternate way of getting that to where it needs to go. So I have me a diamond transport pipe. I can go ahead and do one of these, and boop, boop, there we go. Okay, so another stone transport pipe just to give me a direction. Very good. And hey, I didn't want that. Thank you. Okay. Now, let's see. It was yellow. Yellow. We want the pollen to go through. There we go. Now, okay. Jump around. Quit that. Okay. Anyway, black is what we're going to want the rest of these, the honeycombs and the stringy combs going into, and those are the 3 products that I'm getting from these bees, and that'll be really nice. Now this transport pipe, I want to go all the way over it down here. Wow, this is lagging me terribly, this area. Over to this here. What is that thing? It's a fabricator right there. Yeah. Okay. So the pollen in here with honey drops and wax capsule and the recipe for catalyst. So yep, those bees are producing everything I need for the catalyst, and that fabricator is simply making me the wax capsules. Cool. And that shows that system. Awesome. So I need to figure out a way of not making this so laggy, my goodness, and making these trees go faster so I can get the coal needed to run my my thing down there, the boiler. Yeah. So with that, I got a little bit of figuring to do. Gotta get me some resources, and we shall see from there. Well, I did say that I wanted to automate this particular farm, and yeah, these two farms I'm going to automate in two different ways. First of all, as you can tell from the solar farm here, I'm going to use some blue electric engines here in this one. So I'll go ahead and complete that. And I did do some of the underground work here. That's basically the hardest part done. And I just need to place the engines. So one engine, two engines, and three engines. Okay, now I need a wrench. Wrench. Thought I grabbed one. Oh well. Wrench. Oh wait, I don't need a wrench, I need a screwdriver. There. Okay. There's 1, 2, and 3. Good. Now I just need to wire it. Well, looks like my bees are producing quite nicely. Yeah, basically just put some magic frames in here. And the frames really help with production, which is really nice. So, with that going, which is really cool, I did go ahead and complete the Bluetricity network here. Now, basically, what I aimed in doing here is simply to be able to leave the engines in here on without having to worry about it, because yeah, it's being powered by the solar panels, which basically is a set and forget type thing, which is really nice. It's exactly what I needed. So, blue electric engines go. And I can just leave these on and not have to worry about power. You know, when it runs out, it'll just slow down these engines. That'll be nice. And all this will go nicely. Cool. Alright, now to work a little bit on this farm. So this one I wanted to do a little bit differently, not simply because I just wanted to automate it. I could have very easily went ahead and laid down some more wires and just put some more blue electric engines in here. Yeah, that would be easy. But what I wanted to do here was experiment a little bit more with the electric engine and do a little bit something different. So what I want to do is hollow out this area. It just so happened that there was a little bit of a cave system going through here, and yeah, just want to get me a little bit of a workstation going here. This will be interesting. So let's see here. We got room going. Nice. Okay. Let's close this off. Cool. So with that, let's go ahead and what else? Let's put down a generator transposer thing. I need an ender chest though. Let me go get me an ender chest. Alright, got the ender chest. Yeah, I did notice that I had an ender chest in there, just not of the right color. So now I need a transposer over here along with a generator. Generator, thank you very much. And a back box. Cool, with the output going this way. Cool. Okay. Now, transposer needs to go this way. There we go. And lastly, we need to hook it up to a redstone pulse. So yeah, that I just hooked up to the timer up here. So yeah, I've noticed that the 12-second timer that's here works just as well with one of the generators than with just about anything else. It's good stuff. And let's see what else we need. Electrical engines. We need glass fiber cables. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 of those. Awesome. And it's getting dark out. Bother. Alright, did the sleep, and I noticed that I said good stuff. You can go ahead and tease me as much as you like. I am trying to wean myself off of that, since in the first Feed the Beast Basics episode, a lot of people gave me some flack about it. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab our engines. There we go, and some redstone energy conduits. Okay, and then that'll actually feed the energy from there over to our machines, hopefully. And I do hope that these from thermal expansion are able to transfer the power to the forestry machines. We shall have a look-see. Let's see, I need platform. I have dirt. There we go. Okay, so are we good here? Yes, we are at least able to connect. That is a good thing. Right, so there's that, and... Hey now. What? Oh, that's our problem. That would be a problem. Okay, Right, so we have a cover in the way. We need to redirect a little bit, maybe? There we go, that looks better. Okay, so at least that'll allow me to get rid of these covers. And, let's see. Yeah, I do have cover strips here, simply because if I didn't have them, they would connect to the levers, these wires. That would be bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and get rid of these. Cool. And continue with our energy conduit. There we go. Cool. So let's go ahead and rotate these up to there. I said there. Okay. Now, I don't quite remember which side it was. Was it the orange? I think it was the orange. Yeah, because the color coding thing. I think orange was for output, and blue is for input. So that looks good. And next, I do want to power these 3 engines with just the one of these generators, which is actually somewhat of a problem right now, because if I wanted to have these run continually, then it would run out of power quite quickly, because these run at 6 EU per tick, and yeah, right now that is 18 EU per tick that it would be consuming, and this only runs at 10. Okay, found it. Finally. Okay, it's just hard to remember here. This is a tool in itself, so you just need to right-click with the soldering iron in hand, and then there you go. Okay, now, I do have me some iron and some copper electron tubes here. Now, the copper electron tubes in an electric engine creates a choke effect. The choke effect, it reduces the energy that it outputs by 1 MJ per tick, and it reduces the energy that it needs by 2 EU per tick. So that's a little bit of a just powering these things down, and I do want 1 of those, as well as 2 efficiency. Okay, efficiency will just reduce the energy needed by 1 EU per tick. So this one will reduce energy usage by 4 EU per tick, and energy output by 1 MJ per tick. Very good. And we need one refined circuit board. Boop. Layout mismatch? Really? Really? Does not match size of circuit board. Well, that wasn't much use. I just took a double check at the wiki for forestry, and it says it has enough for 3 slots. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, that's just with the 2 layout mismatch once again. Now I'm really confused. Yeah, I'm confused. Okay, let's try with that. Okay, let's try something different here. I made me some copper circuit boards now, just to see if that helps a little bit. Now, I do want to see if 2 of the efficiency ones can be attached to a single enhanced circuit board. Negatory. Okay. So let's try putting an iron electron tube in there. Excuse me, a copper and an iron. There we go. Okay. So I think what happened there is, at least with the iron ones, it required different types of electron tubes, and these particular ones can only be allowed 1 in a stack in the specific circuit board. So that might explain it. So after some careful consideration, and in light of the things with the soldering iron, I decided to go ahead and stick with 2 engines instead of 3. And with that, let's go ahead and put some of these in here. The basic circuit boards, I have that with the iron electron tubes in it, just to reduce intake. Okay. And those should be good. And that should be 10 EU per tick consumed with these. Same as that, and I just have the battery box here for a redundant system. Always a good practice, at least in IT. And with that, it is time to figure out what we're going to be doing. Okay, that is full. We need a way of powering this, and I believe I actually want to do some more with the Buildcraft gates in order to do this. So I need to figure out what exactly I need to do. Alright, figured out what I was doing here. Now, if you'll notice here, I did lay down some structure pipe, and there are some different lines on it. So the blue and the red. Those are actually pipe wires, for those who don't know. And I'm going to go ahead and lay me down some right here. Very good. Let's see now. The red I want here, blue I want there. That is perfect. Okay. Awesome. Next, what I need is some gold and gates down here. Gold and gates. Or did I want ore gates? That might be what I need. Oh, well, I'll experiment and see how it goes. And I do need 1 gold and gate over... No, not there. Getting around here is going to be a pain in my rear end. Okay, there are big holes everywhere. The logger, that's where I needed it. At least I believe so. Let's see, do I need another red wire right there? I think I do. There we go. Okay, gold and gate there. Cool. Now, iron and gate can go right here. And where's the other one go? Right there. There we go. Okay. Uh-oh. That's connecting. Darn it. I'm gonna need me a stone cover here really quick. Cover strip, there we go. Okay. Next, for the conditionals. That I need has work, germlings, what? Soil? Oh, that's cool. Let's see, energy, no energy, inventory full. Where'd it go? Off, on, red pipe signal, on, no. Huh. Germlings. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out the conditionals that I want, at least for the farm. Let's see. As for the iron and gate, over here, there's no has work conditional. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some thinking on this one. Okay, I think I've got this figured out. I do not presume to know any detail about this particular setup or how these gates work, at least how I intend on using them, but I basically have them set up to where if it can store energy, then things are going to happen. Specifically in this one, I want a blue pipe signal on, and on this one I also want red pipe signal on. Okay, that should provide power to the things there, and down there I'm going to set it up to where if a particular signal is on, then it's going to emit a redstone signal to turn on the machines. And that is going to be the same except for in the case with the forester. Forester, if it has items in the inventory, then it's going to emit the red pipe signal. Okay, now the only reason that I needed the gold gates here is because I needed to have both the colors, the red and the blue. Otherwise, the iron gate would work just fine. So that I need to finish setting up, and we will see how it goes. And I should know this by now, but I need to actually input the items in the generator on the bottom so that it actually works. So what I need to do is grab the transposer over here and stuff it on top there, and then let's see, put some blocks down so I can, no, I don't need that, I just need to go there. Okay, that'll work. At least that should work anyway. Right? Right? Hopefully. Screwdriver. Bother. Screwdriver. There. Is that working? Yes. Okay, we're good now. Sweet. And those are on. Alright. Well, now to talk about the boiler a little bit more. I found out, at least for my current setup for getting charcoal, I'm about ready to actually set up a low pressure boiler. So I went ahead and did that. All these tanks are low pressure tanks now. It just took me about 72 pieces of iron for that. Just very good. And yeah, I've got enough charcoal now and incoming to where I can actually heat this thing up all the way, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and get that done. So what we need to do is we need to get down below this barrel, and here we go. And I'll just set up a pipe network for this. Just pipe, let's see, gate, and let's get a gold pipe. That'll make it go a little faster. And it goes. Okay, now that we've got our boiler setting up, time to contemplate getting this turbine up and running. So, let's go ahead and at least get something interesting looking up and running here. Boop, boop. No, I want that there. There we go. Okay, so there, and there, and there. Okay. And then I want to put the matter fabricator here. I hope this works, putting it right next to the turbine. And then up we go for the turbine itself. Up. I need to get a new mouse. I do. Awesome. And we'll see how this goes. And there we go. There is our housing. Now in here I need to get the rotor, which I'll grab right now. Should just be up here. Rotor. There we go. Okay. And there's the rotor. Cool. So with that, we just need to get this boiler back up. Well, at least not back up, but up to where it's producing steam, which is, looks like it's just about there. And we should be good. Hey, would you look at that? We got a little bit of steam going. Very good. So let's double check here. We've got 0% output on the turbine. That's fine for now. I'm sure it needs to go ahead and build up a little bit. So as for the matter fabricator here, what I've got here, this little UI thing, it does need a little bit of a boost sometimes. Or yeah, at least it would be best to get some of this. So first choice for a lot of people would be scrap, and I have a lot of scraps, so I will go ahead and use that. That'll be nice. And it just used a scrap. Looks like we've got some power coming in. Yep, that we do. Awesome. So we will have UU matter in a decent amount of time. Okay, let's go ahead and give you a little bit of perspective here. What we've got here, this turbine, this is going at 100% output, which, at least according to the wiki, should be outputting 200 EU per tick. Okay, so the matter fabricator has been going for about 5 minutes or so, and it's at 5%. So this is going to take a lot of energy. A lot of energy. Well, time for an update here. Now the boiler is just about hot, at least, yeah, up to its maximum temperature here. And while that coasts up to max, we can go ahead and put away this bunch of stuff here. Okay, I did turn on the means in which I am going to keep this thing fueled, which is basically a transposer hooked up to a timer. I chose that because I have greater control over how much I put in with the timer. Very good. So let's go ahead and put this stuff away, shall we? Very good. Alright, place cleaned up. Now to check on our matter fabricator, see how far along this has gone. You know, just about ready for one. This has basically been going since the boiler got up to 100 degrees. And yeah, it has been at least 2 hours, which is not looking terribly good for getting the UU matter within any decent amount of time. But we are slowly but surely getting it, which is cool. Progress. Yes, this is looking good here. Things are being slow and steady for me, but yeah, at least things are going. With that, I'll go ahead and end the episode here. So I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and leave a like if you have, and I will see you on the next episode.